Do you struggle with distance control and often leave your chip shot short? In this video, we're going to show you the biggest reason why this happens, and we're going to give you two very simple fixes to help you chip the golf ball closer to the flag.
Hi everybody, welcome back to episode 3 of Break 100. If you're new to the channel and you want to improve your game, make sure you consider subscribing. We're here to help you play some better golf. And if this video is helpful to you and you think it's going to make you a better chipper, hit that like. It really helps us grow and reach more people. Let's get into episode 3.
This is episode 3 of How to Break 100, where we're taking Ashley through a series of coaching to help him break 100 for the very first time. Today, we're going to transform his chipping.
And if you want to break 100, take advantage of our YouTube only offer. Use the code BREAK30, click the link down in the description, and you can get 30% off Break 100. Right, Ashley, how's it going? You've had a couple of sessions now.
Yeah, getting better. I mean, my last round wasn't very good, but I think short game played a big part of that.
Okay, so we often do this when we have someone turn up for a lesson and we ask them to rate themselves out of 10. So on chipping, which we're going to look at today, how many out of 10 for yourself?
Probably 3 or 4.
Okay, so we could do
so
again.
Room for improvement.
Loads of room.
Pierce, what's yours?
Oh, it's 10. I hit one warm shot, it went in. So
10 out of 10. Let us know what you rate your chipping is in the comments down below. Is it above 3, 4, or is it 10 like Pierce? We'll see.
First of all, one thing we want to look at here is, and we've seen you play some chip shots already, so there's some things we know that we want to look in the technique. But before we get into that, what are you trying to do on this shot? Because this is really important.
I'm just trying to get it to bounce on the green.
So first bounce on the green.
And then roll out a little bit.
Okay, and what club are you using for that?
60 degree wedge.
So 60 degree, your most lofted club, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, it's
okay.
the club I always use.
Okay, and it's interesting, you mentioned to me that you played the last game you played and often your chip shots were coming up short.
Yeah.
And sometimes you need to just look at the fact, well, if it's 60 degree, it's going to go higher and it's going to stop quicker. Yeah. Maybe we could go with less loft if we're leaving them short and at least get it running more towards the hole. So tell you what we'll do, let's hit some shots. I am going to take a few videos as you do this. We'll have a look at the technique. Yeah, lots of height on that one. Yep. Obviously, quite a nice strike. Okay, let's go again. Beautiful
nice.
shot.
Good shot.
Be very happy with that one.
Yeah, if you keep doing those, you won't be a 4 out of 10.
And this is just a really important part of the game. Look, if you're struggling to break 100, you are going to miss greens. Every time you're going to miss quite a few greens. So having a decent short game where you can just chip it on and 2 putt at the worst will make a huge difference to your scores. So working on this area of your game is just so important if you want to break that. And just the consistency of this, you'll see here a bit of inconsistency in the distance, in the strike, and we'll go through some key things today for you. So we got away with that one, a little bit ground first, but not bad.
I'll tell you what we should do first of all. Let's just have a go with 54, because I know that's the next wedge down. Let's just try that first of all and go with that. And it is kind of like, you know, the 60 degree is kind of like the hero shot, isn't it? It's something that if it comes off, it looks amazing, but it's like a higher tariff. Yeah. You know, it's harder for you to pull off. And we want to make it as easy as possible for you to go and play these shots. And it's all about maybe picking one club to choose as well, ideally when you're playing your chip shots. Okay. And it might well be the 54 for you. We'll find out.
That's a good thing I was just going to say there. Look, really important that we like people picking one club to chip with. Unless you've got, let's say, a really rough shot, you might need some more loft then.
So straight away you can see a lower fight.
Having one club will enable you to master that and then understand how it's going to fly, how it's going to roll, what the launch is going to be like. So choose one club that you like to chip with around the green, unless you've got a lie that doesn't necessarily require that same loft, really.
Okay. All right, so tell you what we're going to do.
Yep.
Let's have a look at the technique. As you take the club back, you can see the club goes around your body on the way back, so what we would call inside, and then it swings out to the right. So this is actually quite nice for playing a draw, or you know, maybe some of the things we're looking at in your long game. But as soon as your club, and Sean can see me there, as soon as your club comes around here a lot, and that's exaggerating it, it's very easy then for it to catch the ground early on the way down.
Okay.
Does that make sense? So if the club went up here like this, exaggerating it, it would definitely come down more like that and hit the ground a little bit later. But as soon as you bring the club this way, it's a lot easier for it to hit the ground before the golf ball.
Okay.
Okay? So that's the first thing. So if we think about that straight away, there's something in there which could be causing you to hit the ground before the ball. But as we go back, I want you to watch the head. So watch what the head does. So it kind of drops down a little bit. It's not the end of the world, but look what it does now. It's coming backwards. So it's now coming away from the target. Now if we think of this, we've already got the club coming around the body here.
Yep.
As soon as I'll come around here so we can see this. As soon as I now swing like this, again, there's more chance of hitting the ground before.
Okay.
So we've got the club coming around, causing you to hit the ground before, and you've got the head coming back, causing you to hit the ground before. So it just makes sense that you want to hit the ground before the golf ball. Okay, so what we're going to do then, Ashley, if you can just take your setup to this alignment stick that I put on the ground there. So if you just take your setup to the ball. So obviously, as we know, that you would from here bring the club inside here, and then from there, kind of almost swing it down toward the target line, and often this will, as we said, it'll cause you to hit the ground here before the ball because it's a low flat swing, but also it will make the head come back as well.
Okay.
So just set up again for this. So just have some practice back swings now, and you're going to swing the club back about to my hand, but don't touch my hand. And you're going to feel that it's almost tracing, and the gap between your club and the alignment stick is going to stay quite constant. Again.
So what Pierce is doing here is just getting the club to be a little bit more up on the way back. That allows the club to descend on the golf ball a little bit easier. And then the next phase is really getting the club to swing in from the target line. The amount of golfers that we coach, when they're chipping and they're trying to swing the club down the target line towards the hole, and it just causes this all the time. So if you're chipping and you're thinking that the club needs to stay straight, then you're going to have some issues. Allow the club to move in, and as the club moves in from the target line, you'll see the head and the body moves forward. So many golfers are doing this, and I'm sure there'll be a few of you out there.
Just take your setup, we've got that. Now what we're going to get you to do is to get your right foot, sorry, we're going to get both feet together,
Yep.
and then we're going to get right foot up onto its toe. Now, the good thing with this is now, we're still going to be focusing obviously on the alignment stick on the way back.
Yep.
The good thing with this is now, if your head goes back this way now, what's going to happen?
I lose my balance.
You're going to fall over. So that's the last thing we want to do. So let's just have some practice swings, brushing the ground, focusing on literally following the yellow line and just not falling over. Let's see what happens.
Call this the Flamingo Drill, this is.
Yeah,
Flamingo chipping drill.
Keep going.
Really good for training the consistent strike.
And get that foot.
You know,
There we go, that's good.
Chipping is all about getting that strike and that confidence. Doing this drill really enables you to get that consistent spot on the ground, which we know is really important on these shots.
I've got so many examples of people who have done this and just chipped this way. That has literally been the way they've done it. You may need to soften it off and just go so it looks like a normal stance, so the heel is only ever so slightly in the air. Okay. But at the moment we're going to go extreme, yeah? Let's hit a few shots. All I'm going to say to you then is, foot up on its toe, follow the line, and then hold your finish.
Don't follow the line on the way through though.
Yeah, sorry, follow the line on the backswing, sorry. Hold your finish, hold your finish, hold your finish.
This is 54 as well, actually.
This is 54.
54. Let us know in the comments down below, what's your chipping club? Is it a 54? That was lovely. That was nice. 52,
Hello.
He's hold it. He's hold it. He has hold it there. Oh, no, it hasn't. Flag got in the way. What is yours? 52, 54, 50? Let us know in the comments.
Completed it.
How can you say that hasn't gone in?
It went in, but it came back out.
That would be like one of those course logs we did down here. No, it went in. It hit the cup and came out. It went in.
Well, that was really nice. Oh, I just snagged up in the fairway there.
Horrible bounce. You just keep going at your own pace. Again, look, we're starting to see, you know, we've got three, obviously we've cleared the green off here. We've got three golf balls very close to each other now as far as consistency of distance.
Absolutely.
And that, look, get the strike right, then that will start to happen a lot. And it's easier to do it with a little bit less loft as well.
Notice the flight of these as well, Ashley, what it looks
lower.
like, a lot lower, yeah. So you've got to start seeing the shot in this way. I'm going to stand here just to...
Yeah, good. A lot less head movement back now.
I'm just going to come in quickly. As you do that, I want to do a practice swing with you. Just I'm going to encourage a feeling for you. So take your setup. Good. Come to the side of the ball. Good. So as we swing through here, notice where that club comes. Yeah. Yeah, more left, yeah. Yep. Really important. We can see there from doing that, the head moves in, the body turns through. Beautiful. So we want the strike to be. Now look at the finish there. Yeah. You're sort of facing the target. Great strike, lovely trajectory as well.
So again, just follow the yellow stick on the backswing.
Hold it.
Much better.
Very nice. Really nice. Love the difference in the flight there. You know, most people are trying to help the ball up with the short game shots. We don't need to help it up. We've got plenty of loft. We just want to get it going forward.
I'm just going to stick this here
and
for
get that
Adidas.
Contact.
Okay, have a breather for a second, and we are going to go to a normal stance now. As soon as you put your foot back in place now, your head has got license to drift again. So we probably want to make sure that we've got a little bit of weight on this lead side now, which you will feel as though you're very good at doing now anyway. But just feel as though when you're playing the shot, but it just sort of stays there throughout.
Okay.
So as you swing back, yes, of course, the club goes up the yellow line, but you keep the weight on that front leg.
Okay.
Okay, let's have a couple of doing that. We'll assess it, see where you're at. And,
Okay, much better through swing on that.
and that, I wouldn't say that was even the best of strikes,
No.
but look at the consistency of it
This
now.
is the beauty. If he'd have done that strike with your 60 degree, where would that have gone?
Straight off the
It would
back.
have gone over the back, yeah, but because now we've took the speed out because of the lower
Absolutely.
loft, a poor strike there is a foot away. That's the difference in club
Get into your
selection.
left leg.
Beautiful.
That's nice, that is.
Really nice. Look at these, how close these are getting now. With a lot less effort.
Yeah,
The swing's
really is.
shorter, the image and the trajectory is different.
Right, so don't forget to take
work.
advantage of the Break 30 code, especially just for you guys to help you break 100. Click the link in the description. Don't forget to like, don't forget to comment, and don't forget to watch next week because it's the last one.